Police reacted to the violence by preventing Jews from walking into the Arab quarter and setting up checkpoints to prevent more violence. Some radical Palestinian groups accused Israel of discriminating against the Arab population in Jerusalem and encouraged Arab youth to riot. Israeli police eventually removed the checkpoints within the Old City in order to quell the violence. Radical groups decided to focus their attention to the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood and fomented violence against Jews in the neighborhood. The court case of the house in question of Sheikh Jarrah was proven to be Jewish property under the Ottoman period. The Supreme Court of Israel was looking to find an eviction date for the current Arab tenants. The decision of the Supreme Court was delayed because of the violence in the neighborhood. Jerusalem police stated that Palestinian rioters were throwing stones and shooting fireworks at the police. Such action later forced them to storm the mosque compound. Hamas has used this situation as an excuse to get involved and demanded the Israeli government release all rioters in prison as well as remove all Jews from Sheikh Jarrah, or at 6 p.m. they would launch rockets. Hamas, being true to their word, fired hundreds of rockets towards the center of the country, Jerusalem, the civilian airport, and the area near Gaza, which resulted in Israeli strikes. Hamas wants to create more chaos, used the fire on Al-Aqsa as propaganda to incite Arab citizens of Israel. Egypt and France are concerned over the escalation of violence in the region. On Sunday, the top diplomats urged Pope to tell Israel to stop the fight and come to ceasefire. Turkish president asking Pope to talk with Israel Prime Ministry to end the war. Buildings were flattened at Gaza and people are helping those who hurt and buried under the debris. Several lives were saved who were under the debris. One of the synagogue at Ashkelon was destroyed in Israel. The United Nations Secretary is saying that the hostility is escalating and not to see any sign of ceasefire.
Fighting must stop.
U.S. President came in and spoke about the situation of both Gaza and Israel.
Palestinians and Israelis equally deserve to live in safety and security.
Pope is praying for both sides to end these attacks. Let us also pray that this will come to an end and the Lord's will be done.